Hi viewers, this is second part of the video of paper Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics paper 4 extended 058042 October November 2022. So we will continue our discussion from question number 4 onwards. So question number 4 is related to transformation. As you can see that here we have shape A. We will check shape A to B, C, and D. What type of transformations are there? So we have rotation, reflection, translation, enlargement. So all of these we will discuss here. So first of all, they want us to describe the single transformation that maps shape A on shape B. So if you think from shape A to shape B, it slightly move right and it goes down. So we have to check it is how many unit right and how many unit down, and it is translation. So we can count the number of boxes from this corner point to right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 boxes right, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 boxes down. So in translation, it's all about the movement along axis. So shape A to shape B is translation, and the translation vector is translation vector means the movement of shape A to shape B is 7 unit right, and it is down. So along down, our values of y are always negative, so -8 or -8. Now we move on the next part, shape A onto shape C. So if you check carefully from shape A to shape C, this is not reflection, cannot be translation, it cannot be enlargement. So we can think about rotation. But before moving on rotation, we have to find out the center of rotation. So there are different ways to find center of rotation. Even you can use tracing paper also, but I will use the concept of perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector, we do one thing, we choose the corresponding corners, connect. For example, I connect these two lines and then draw a perpendicular bisector on this line. So how to draw a perpendicular bisector? That is, with the help of compass, we can choose the distance from one of the corner more than half and draw two arcs, one arc up, one arc down. For example, you want one arc up, one arc down. Let's suppose you can do it perfectly with the help of compass. 1 2 3 4 5. So I will choose the exactly middle. 1 2 2.5. So it will go like this. So two arcs from the other side, and then draw a line which connects. You can draw like this way. Same as you can draw one another similar corner and the perpendicular bisector, where these two perpendicular bisector meet, that is your center of rotation. Okay, for example, we check these two points. These two are similar corners. So if I check again the middle of this, the perpendicular bisector pass through 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will pass through like this way from here. So it means if you draw a perpendicular bisector, it can be kind like this. Okay. I hope so you're getting the point. Where these two perpendicular bisector meet, that is your center of rotation. So once you find your center of rotation, then it is easy to say it is 90° or 180°. So I find out the perpendicular bisector at 0, 8. This is the point where the perpendicular meets, that is center of rotation. So now we will see from this point, one of the corner point of A to that, how many unit right and up. Same way you can go opposite to this. So R you can do like this way, connect two lines with center of rotation and check it is 90° or 180°. So it looks 90°, but remember that it is anti-clockwise 90°. So we can say that the answer, you can clear the drawing. So here we can say that this is our center of rotation, and the answer is here. Shape A to shape C, rotation, and center of rotation is 0, 8, and it is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise 90°. So three things you have to write. That's why there are 3 marks. I hope so you get it. Next, shape A to shape D. So if you check carefully shape A to D, it is small and big shape. So clearly it is a enlargement. So for enlargement, you have to find out center of enlargement as well as scale factor. So again, I will choose the similar corners. For example, this is, and extend your line. Then choose another corner, but it must be similar. For example, this one. It will pass through this corner, and if you see, they are connecting where these two lines connect, that is your center of enlargement. Even you can check one more if you want to check from here. Yeah, so if you check carefully, it is at -1 and -4. So means we can say that our center of enlargement is -1, -4, and the scale factor, this is, you can say that O. So there are different ways to find scale factor, which is OA dash over OA R. You can say that the similar sides, for example, this one we have 2 boxes and this one we have 1 box. So we can say that the scale factor is 1 divided by 2, 1 box divided by 2 box. Or if you want to check from O to A, let's suppose this is A and this is A dash. Okay, so O to A we have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, and from O to A we have already 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, 5, 6, 7, 8. It must be 8. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, this is O to A dash is 5. It means O to A must be 10. Yes, we can check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, you are getting 1 over 2. So both way you will get the same answer. Look, if you say this one is B, this one is B dash. So scale factor is equal A dash B dash over AB, means the ratio of the length of two similar object is called the scale factor. So, or corresponding lengths, okay, means here A dash B dash we have one box and A to B we have two box. So 1 over 2. So both way we are getting same scale factor. It means our scale factor is 1 over 2. Remember that your scale factor is between 0 and 1 only when the image is smaller than the object. When image is bigger than the object, that means your scale factor must be more than 1. And if it is negative, then always then your center of enlargement always between the shapes, object as well as image. So we will write the answer by clearing my drawing. We can say that here down it's an enlargement. Shape A to shape D is what? Enlargement, and with scale factor 1 by 2 and center of enlargement is -1 -4. Next, they say on the grid, draw the image of the shape A after reflection in the y is equal to x plus 8. See, this we can try here up. Y is equal to x plus 8. So if you have y is equal to x plus 8, that means our intercept is 8, this one, and your gradient is 1. It must be a slopy line, but we can choose 2-3 points that would help us to draw a line. Let's suppose I'm checking at 0. So at 0 it must be 8. At -1, because it is negative side, so I'm choosing negative number. -1, when we replace here -1, it would be -1 plus 8 gives us 7, -2, 6, -3, 5, -4. I hope so enough. 4. If we plot these points here, so the first point is here 0, 8. Then we have -1, 7. This one. Then we have -2, 6. -2, 6. Then we have -3, 5. -3 go up where it comes 5, yes, and -4, 4. This one. It means if we see the next one -5, it must be 3. And now you draw a line that will help you. We can say that that is a reflection line also. Okay, so if we draw a line, this is the line. Now what is the shape after this reflection? Okay, so we can do one thing. First find the points. For example, we have a slopy line, so from this corner to here one box. So slopy line we go always opposite, down one box. Same as if you want to check this point to reflection line, 1, 2, 3 boxes. So go down 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. This is the point. This point will not change, which comes on reflection. This is 1 box right, 1 box down, and this one is here. So just connect with the help of scale. Okay, that is your answer. So if you connect, it would be like that. It's better I change the color. So let me take this color. Okay, so if I connect, first line is like that, then you have to go up, then this one, and lastly we have to connect this. So we find out the answer after reflection line or slopey line, which is y is equal to x plus 8. So this is the answer. I hope so you get it. We move on next. Next question. Number 5. The diagram shows the speed time graph for part of journey for two vehicles, a car and a bus. So first what they want, calculate the acceleration of the car during the first 18 seconds. So if you check first 18 seconds, and we know that acceleration is rate of change of velocity with respect to time, means Vf minus Vi, or you can say that V minus U, final velocity minus initial velocity, divided by the time. So here, first 18 seconds, if you check, the final velocity is 24 and it started at 10. So we can say that 24 minus 10 divided by 18, that gives me 14 over 18, and that 14 over 18 both are divisible by 2, so our last answer is 7 over 9. Next step, in the first 40 seconds the car traveled 134 meter more than the bus. Calculate the constant speed v of the bus. So first we will find out the what is the distance of the bus. Okay, so let me find the distance of car first. Distance of car. Remember that when we have a speed time graph, we always find the distance area under the car. So if you check carefully, one is trapezium and one is rectangle. So this one is trapezium, this one is rectangle. Trapezium. How to find area of trapezium? 1 over 2 multiplied by height. I will consider these two sides are parallel and 0 to 18 as height. Okay, bracket open, sum of parallel side means 10 plus 24, then plus area of rectangle. This is rectangle, so length into width means 18 to 40, we have 22, multiply 24. After this you can check in calculator. So 24 plus 10, 34. 34 multiply by 18 comes what? Divide by 2. It gives me 306 plus 22 multiply 24. It gives me 528. And the total answer is, if we add 528 plus 306, 306 means 834. Okay, and then we will check distance of the bus. Distance of bus If you read carefully, in the first 40 seconds, the car traveled 134 meter more than the bus. So just subtract 134 from the total distance of the car. We will find out the distance of bus. So 834 minus 134, we will get minus 134, it would be 700. So once you know the distance of bus, we know already the time. Time is 40 seconds. Yes, so we can find easily the speed of bus. So speed is equal to distance over time, means distance is 700 over time 40. So this would be 70 over 4. Either we can say that 70 divide 4, that gives me 17.5 meter per second. 17.5. Next question, which is also related to this, a train takes 10 minutes 30 seconds to travel 16,240 meter distance. So calculate the average speed of the train. Give your answer in kilometer per hour. So first of all, we will find out what is the total time in seconds, because it is in minute as well as in seconds. So we can say that time equal 10 minutes 30 seconds, which is equal 10 multiplied by 60 plus 30. Now all this equal to in seconds, and if you 600 plus 30, which is 630 seconds, then we know the total distance. So for average speed, we can say that the total distance divided by total time means total distance is 16,240 over 630, which gives us, if you check in calculator, it is 16,240 divide 630, it gives me 25.8. You can say that for three significant figure, 25.8, but it is in meter per second. They want us answer in kilometer per hour. So how to change meter per second to kilometer per hour? It is 25.8 multiplied by 3,600 over 1,000. Now it is in kilometer per hour. Remember that 1 hour equal 3,600 seconds, and 1 kilometer we have 1,000 meter. After this, you can check in calculator. I just skip one step. I write the second step to change into reciprocal. Okay. After this, you can check directly in calculator. 25.8 multiply 3,600 comes what? Divide by 1,000. It is equal to 92.88. 92.88. We can say that kilometer per hour. I hope so you understand. We move next question. Next question is 6. This is all about algebra. So they want us to solve this one, a linear equation, to find the value of x. So easy. We can take 15 other side. So 9 minus 15. 4x is equal to 9 minus 15. 6. And then x equal 6 divided by 4. Both are divisible by 2. So we can say that 3 over 2. But remember that 9 minus 15 is minus 6. So this is minus 3 over 2. Next, here you can apply the formula of a squared minus b squared, which is equal a plus b bracket open a minus b. So a squared minus 3 squared. That means a plus 3, a minus 3. A plus 3, a minus 3. Next, Write as single fraction in its simplest form. So 4a over 5 multiply, change that value into reciprocal. So 10c over 3a d. So we can cancel a and a, as well as d we cannot. So 5 can cancel 10. So we have 4 2s are 8 over 3 c over d. Means 8c over 3d. That is our last answer. Next part D, if you check the left hand side of that form or equation, we have all 5 power n, 5 power n, 5 power n. So they all are similar. We can add, but they comes how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means we can say that 5 times 5 power n come equal 5 power m. But remember that we can use indices law. If the bases are same, we can add the power. So n plus 1 is equal to 5 power m. Once the bases are same, we can say directly m equal n plus 1. So this is n plus 1. Next, solve by factorization. So we can check sum and product rule as well. So our product is minus 20x squared, sum is 8x. So two numbers will help us. Which two numbers? If you multiply to get 20 and add and subtract to get 8. So 10 to 20 and 10 minus 2 gives us 8 also. So we can say that 4x squared plus 10x minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. So 2x is common. 2x plus 5 minus here nothing is common, so we can take minus 1. So 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So we have 2x plus 5, 2x minus 1 equals 0. That means 2x is equal to minus 5 and 2x is equal to 1. So x is equal to minus 5 over 2. And from here x is equal to 1 over 2 means we have two solution set. Our answer, our roots. One is minus 5 over 2 and the second is 1 over 2. We move on next. Next is related to directly proportional and inversely. So when y is directly proportional to x plus 3 whole cube, we can say that y is equal to k bracket open x plus 3 whole cube. So remember that first we will find out k, okay, by using x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 13.5. So y is 13.5 and x is 2 plus 3 cubed. That means k bracket open 5 cube. We can say that k equal 13.5 over 125 because 5 cube equal 125. Now our required equation is y is equal to 13.5 over 125 bracket open x plus 3. And once you find out this equation, the equation of y in terms of x, so what is the value of x when y is 108? Means when y equal 108. So 13.5 over 125 x plus 3, we are looking the value of x. Next step, we can say that 108 multiply by 125 over 13.5. Here we have x plus 3 whole cube. We can check in calculator. So this gives me 108 multiply 125 divided by 13.5. It gives me 1000. And here x plus 3 whole cube. Remember that once you take cube root, it gives you 10. And here you have x plus 3 means x is equal to 10 minus 3. That means x is equal to 7. So this is your required answer of x. Next, d is inversely proportional to the square of d. So how to write this one? G is inversely means k over square of d means d power 2. So when d is halved, means half of d, the value of g is multiplied by factor n. So we will see what will happen if we try to make d as half, means 1 over 2d whole square. That gives me k over d square over 4. Next step, you can say that if you change into reciprocal, so 4 k over d square. Remember that this k over d square represents g, so that gives me 4g. So when you change d as halved, means 1 by 2, the g is a multiple of n, that n is 4, this one. So that factor is 4. Next, we have to expand and simplify. So if we check, you can multiply first two or the last two, it's up to you. So if you want to multiply last two first, so it would be x squared, means x multiplied by x, then x multiplied by 3. So plus 3x minus x minus 3, it gives me 2x plus 3. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. So then 2x multiplied by x gives us 2x cube plus 4x squared minus 6x plus 3x squared plus 6x, and then 3 3s are 9. And if you simplify more, it gives me 2x cube, 4x squared plus 3x squared. That gives us 7x squared, and plus 6x and minus 6x cancel, and lastly we have minus 9. This is the simplest form of that one. We move on next. Next is related to derivative, and I will apply the power rule. Y is equal to 3x squared plus, so y is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. So once you take derivative and apply the power rule, that makes the form bring down the power and subtract 1 from the power. 2 minus 1, 1. And the derivative of x is 1 and the derivative of constant is 0. Means our answer is 6x plus 4. Here you can write 6x plus 4. That is the required derivative. Next, question number 7, related to trigonometry. And we must know about sine law and cosine law, as well as how to find area of triangle when there is not right angle triangle, and how to find shortest distance. So what they want from us, we have a triangle which is not to scale. Calculate angle QPR, okay? Means we will check the angle at P. So I will preferably use cosine law because we know all three sides. See, opposite of P, the cosine law is a square is equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. So here we can say that 38.2 whole square is equal to sum and square of other two sides, which are 39.4 whole square plus 46.5 whole squared minus 2 into 39.4, 46.5 cos A means B. We don't know. Next step, if you try to simplify or make the form of cos P, it can be, if I'm taking left hand side, so this can be 39.4 whole square plus 46.5 whole square. If you take this one other side, it would be minus 38.2 whole square, and the things which are multiplying with cos, it will divide other side, means 2 bracket open, 39.4 and 46.5. We will check in calculator. So here first we have 39.4 squared plus 46.5 whole squared minus 38.2 square divided by 2 bracket open 39.4 and 46.5. It gives me 0.6155 0.6155, and we are looking angle, so P equal cos inverse 0.6155. So that gives me, if you check shift cos inverse, that gives me 0.6155. It gives me 52.0. So we can say that 52.0 degree. Next, find the shortest distance from Q to PR. So check carefully. If we try to find out the distance from Q to PR, so we have to draw a perpendicular sector which pass through Q, and it look like 90 degree at PR. Here it cannot be 90, here that almost look like 90. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to find out, let's suppose this one is X, so QX, that is the shortest distance from Q to PR. Now how to find this distance? We must know the area of this triangle. So just know we find out the angle P, which is 52.0, so it's okay, 52. So that will help us. So if I say area of triangle PQR, area of triangle PQR, which is 1/2 the corresponding sides of this angle, which are 39.4 and 46.5. Remember that I'm using this formula 1/2 AB sine C. That formula I'm using to find area of triangle. So 1/2 bracket open 39.4 46.5 and sine angle is what, 52. So we will check what is the area. So we can say that 39.4, and then we have 46.5 sine 52. That gives me what, divided by 2. So this is 721, or we can say that 722. That is the area. Okay, now we are looking the shortest distance. So this side is 39. If we consider this height or shortest distance as perpendicular, then PR is the base. So we can apply simple formula of triangle 1/2 base into height, means area, which we find out 722. 1/2 base is 39.4, and height, which is QX, we don't know. So this will be equal to QX 722 multiplied by 2 comes what, divide by 39.4. That is the answer of QX, or shortest distance. So we will check here. 722 multiplied by 2 comes what, divide by 39.4. It gives me 36.6, 3 significant figure, 36.6 centimeter. So this is the answer. Next, we can clear the drawing and to move next. Last part, I hope so. This part, they say what we have a cuboid, and in this cuboid, they want us to calculate the length AG. But remember, we have to find before moving on AG what is AC. So if you think about AC, the corner represent 90 degree. It means we can use Pythagoras theorem to calculate AC. That would be AC squared sum and square of other two sides means 29 squared plus 21 squared. So required AC is what? We can check directly in calculator. So 29 squared plus 21 squared, that gives me 1282, and we can take the square root of this answer. It is equal to 35.8. 35.8. After this, they say we have to find AG. Okay, so for AG, we have the line from A to G like that. It means for AG, I will use C to G height. Okay, and AC, what we find just now, this one. Again, at C, you can see that 90 degree angle. So we can use Pythagoras theorem again. So Pythagoras theorem says what? AG squared is equal to AC squared, which is 35.8 squared plus 20 squared. Okay, so AG square, or normally AG is what? We will find directly here. 35.8 square plus 20 square is equal to what? And then take square root of the answer. That is the required length, which is 41. 41.00. So we can say that 41 centimeter. Lastly, they want us the angle between AG and the base ABCD. You can check down here also. Calculate the angle between AG and the base ABCD. So I will find out here because I already draw. A little bit down. I hope so it's okay. So look, how to find angle between AG, this one, this angle, and the base ABCD. So again, there is a right angle triangle, and we know this is 35.8, this is 20, even we know AG, so we can use trigonometry, simple trigonometry ratios. So 10 will help us. 10 angle at A is equal opposite, this is opposite over adjacent. Okay, means 20 over 35.8, but we are looking angle, so 10 inverse 20 over 35.8, that gives me the angle. And if you check in the calculator, apply shift 10, 20 over 35.8, that gives me 29.2. We can say that 29.2, three significant figure. So this is your required angle. Next one. Next, C part is all about bearing concept as well as trigonometry ratios or sine cosine laws. So have a look. The diagram shows the position of lighthouse L and two ships K and M. The bearing of L from K is 155, means this one. This one is 155. And the distance we already know from the shape, which is 112 kilometer. And the bearing of K from M is 010, this one. And the angle inside, you can see that it's 96. So what they want to find the bearing of bearing and distance of ship M from the lighthouse L, means we must have one north at L. So see, if I draw north here at L, this is a north. So remember that the bearing of M from L is what? From north to move right till we reach at M. This is our bearing, okay? So how to find this angle? We must know the inside angle. And remember that this full angle is how much? This full angle is 96 plus 10, which is 106. Yes? 96 plus 10. So if we have two parallel, if we have two north, and north always parallel, okay? And we have a line which connects these two norths. So interior angle of these two norths always equals supplementary. Means if we have angle, this one is A, this one is B, so A plus B equal 180. So here one angle is, we know that the other angle, this one which we are looking, let's suppose this is X. So we can say that 106 plus X, this is 6, equal 180. So X equal 180 minus 106, which gives me 74. So this one is 74. Now we can say that the bearing of M from L is, total angle is, full complete circle is 360. So 360 minus 74, we will get the answer. So 360 minus 74, it would be 286. This is the answer. Then they want us the distance of ML. Yes, they want one more thing, distance. So how to find distance? We can use sine law, but remember that we must know this angle before using sine law. So remember that this angle is 10. We can find easily that angle. So 180 minus 10, that means 170. And this full is circle, so 360 minus 155 minus 170, that gives me 35. So this angle is 35. It will help you. So if I apply the sine law, that means this side ML, which we don't know, so ML over sine 35 equal the other side 112, and the opposite angle we know, which is 96. So I can use that one, 112 over sine 96. So now you can find easily the distance ML is what. So here ML is equal to 112 over sine 96 multiply sine 35. We can check in calculator. So here 112 divide sine 96 multiply sine 35. that gives me math error, so we have to check one by one. 112 divide sine 96 equal, it's math error. Okay, 112 over sine 96. I have to close the bracket, then we can check. Yes, so multiply sine 35 gives me 64.6. Three significant figures, 64.6. So here we have to answer. The bearing is 286. Always write in three significant figure or three numbers, three digits, three figures. And here the distance is 64.6 kilometer. I hope so. This will help you. And the last part of this paper you can watch in my next video in part number 3. See you and take care. Bye.